This is Tom with Fresh Vintage Garage. Today we're checking out the V318 OBD2. I don't have a brand here for you because it doesn't say. It says MJCM Products, so there's our brand, I guess. But neat little scan tool. We haven't opened it yet. I want to see what's inside, then we're going to go scan a car, see what's going on with the car. Just looking at the side of the box and what I read online. OBD2 code reading. I'm guessing it'll reset and like erase codes. We'll find out in the car. It does live data stream. It doesn't say graphing on here, so I don't think it does graphing, but we'll find out. It supports a lot of different protocols. These are all very common protocols in the global world, so it feels like a global tool, and has evap. It actually checks O2 sensors and battery functionality and your battery voltage. It also supports 12.10 languages, so I'm excited to find out what language it supports, like 1/10 of the language. All joking aside, let's open this and see what's inside. Oh, very nice. We have a color user manual. That's cool. And so here's our scan tool. Not that much in the box as one would expect for this price point. Let me just do this. There we go. So let's check the buttons. Buttons feel okay. No plugs or anything. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Just plug it into the car. So let's go outside and plug into the car and see if I have a check engine light on, see what's going on with the car. Let's go do that right now. So we are in my 2005 Honda CR-V with the V318, and I wanted to show you the startup screen here. Let me plug this in. 1 second here. Get it plugged in. There we go. Okay, check out the startup screen. Very cool. And quick note, you can't really see it. Let me just unplug this and show you. I don't know how good of a view you can see, but that's just me literally like, oh, the screen's a little dirty. I'm going to do this. And I made it, not only did I make it dirtier, but I scratched the heck out of it with the sleeve of my hoodie. And I said, oh, it's just a screen protector. I'll just peel it off, but that's not a screen protector. So I did, in fact, folks, scratch the screen pretty significantly just by doing this on my sleeve. So maybe take that into consideration with this. Edit in the video, we found this after we were done shooting. I screwed up, I apologize. It does have a screen protector on it. That was like the world's best screen protector because I couldn't see it. So let's try it again. Give it a good rub here and see what happens. That's perfectly fine. So, okay, back to the video. Let me plug it in and we'll actually look at the software here. There we go. Okay, so looking at this, there's a few features. And let me see if they're in the setup, if there's like a screen brightness. Because I'm not sure how well that's coming across on the screen. Okay, so there's no screen brightness, but I'll push the IM button just to get that one out of the way. So IM immediately connects to the car, and that's the protocol, the ISO 91. So that's for the Honda here, and you can see I have a malfunction indicator lamp or the check engine light on, and then I also have, it looks like a PD data trouble code, so it's probably the code from the check engine light, but so everything else seems okay, but let me actually go into the OBD2 here and see what's going on. Okay, so it found a code. Let's read the codes. Okay, so P0420, that is probably my catalytic converter, but it could be an O2 sensor as well. And if I press that, that's all it does. So let me hit OK and see what, okay, it takes me back here. So if I wanted to erase it, I could. And if I had freeze-framed data, I would view it in here. The IM readiness is literally the same thing that this button does here. So let's look at the vehicle info. Turn key on. Okay, so the key is on. So there's my VIN. And for California and stuff, there's our verification number. There we go. And the data stream, let's actually look at the data stream here. Okay, so we do see some information in here. This looks like it's 86 degrees right now, and you can see them. I don't know how well that's coming across on the camera, but they're flashing because they're constantly updating, and there's more data there. So let me start the car. Okay, so RPM, let me start the car. Okay, so there's our RPMs. You can see it's changing. There's our map pressure, and there's quite a bit of data in here. So if you're looking for live data readings, you can do it with this unit. Let me go ahead and hit escape. There we go. And I'm not sure what real-time curve is. I wonder if that's graphing of some kind. Okay, so this might actually be graphing. Engine coolant temp. Let's take a look here. Yeah, okay, so it is doing graphing. I'm a little impressed here because you can see the temperature is going up. And let me idle the car down here. There we go. And engine RPM, no surprises here. Hit the gas. There's our engine RPM. Car speed, I'm pretty sure that'll just sit there. Yeah, I didn't know what that would actually do other than say 0 miles per hour. I'm not sure what load value is. I'm gonna hit the gas to see if that changes. Yeah, okay, so it is getting live information. So kind of neat to see. It's not much graphing, but that does exist in here. I'm not sure what you would use that for in the overall diagnostics of a car, but okay, O2 sensor, and I'm getting no values out of the sensors here. Also, I'm wondering, do I actually have 3 sensors on this thing, or is it just showing me number 1 twice? I'm not sure the answer to that, but you know, it does show those in there. Evap test, and I'm getting NA. So I don't know if that's something with my car or if it's with the scan tool here, but that is in the software. So let's exit and let's check the battery here. So nice to see. I mean, no frills, just showing you the voltage. And let me turn the car off. And there we go. Forgive the beeping here. We're probably going to trail back down. I think this battery sits at like 11.9 or 12.1 or something like that. So nice to see you got a live voltage. And this one's kind of obvious, but data trouble code. Let's go in and actually see 0. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so this is actually a little wonky. Let's see that. So P. So you have to hit up to go to the next one. So 0, 4, 2, 0. Okay, so okay. Catalyst system, blah, blah, blah. So that is basically saying it's either the O2 sensor, or it might be my catalytic converter, but kind of neat to see if, you know, throw this in your glove box side of the road and you want to know why your check engine light came on, this can potentially be that tool for you. That's about it here, folks. Not much else in here. I will say, you know, it's a decent unit. It's, you know, pretty solid. The screen is bright enough. If you're looking for a cheap, you know, glove box side of the road tool, this could be your guy. Check out the link for this down in the description of the video you're watching right now. We also have a couple other, if you want to take the next step up, we have Bluetooth dongle scan tools, which can take your smartphone, iOS or Android phone, and turn it into a full-blown, you know, dare I say that, scan tool. It actually gives you a lot of capability and functions. Those links are in the description for this video you're watching right now. With that, if you like scan tools, if you like shop equipment, if you like keeping your cars fixed up and certified fresh and on the road, Fresh Vintage Garage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.